We are fact-checking how much protein you should consume and what these new recommendations are by the U.S. government. So I'm joined by Dr. Nita Bijoor, a triple board certified doctor with Oakview Medical Associates here in Greenville. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Kari.
So let's first go over these new U.S. dietary guidelines. What are they?
So the current guidelines state that you should have about 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of your total body weight, or in other words, about 1 gram per pound of lean body mass. So if you know your total body weight, then you can calculate that. For example, if you're 150 pounds, that's about 68 kilograms. So that would be about 1.5 grams per 68, which comes out to about 100 grams of protein for an average adult.
Yes. And there we go. We have it right up on the screen. So yeah, about 150 pounds, 82 to 109 grams of protein.
Yes.
If you're 200 pounds, that's about 109 to 155 grams of protein. What do you think of this amount?
I think it's pretty accurate. We are seeing a lot of patients with obesity. So really what predicts healthy aging is your lean muscle mass. So the more protein you take in from healthy sources, you can actually burn fat more effectively. You can have a better metabolism. It keeps diabetes away. Protein actually gives us a 6-hour appetite blocking effect, and it burns fat 4 times as fast. So it really makes scientific sense to increase your protein intake.
That you intake. Now, we broke down how much protein different foods contain, like chicken and steak. Here's that graphic right there. So 4 ounces. You can see a lot of these whole foods are good for us. Chicken, steak, salmon, Greek yogurt, nuts. You can get a good amount of your protein right there. So what do you think about the type of protein that people consume? Because there's so many items out there that have the added protein, you know, whether it's cookies or coffee. So does that matter, like where you get your protein?
I really say don't focus on marketing. There are a lot of gimmicks out there. Focus on smart choices. Healthy sources of protein are number one. So all the processed foods that they're adding protein to, they're still processed. So you might think you're getting protein, but you're getting all the food additives, all the extra fluff that you don't need. You need a good, wholesome source of protein. So for example, just to keep it simple, if you need about 100 grams a day, just divide it up 30 to 40 in each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Greek yogurt is a great source. You can have that for breakfast with some blueberries, strawberries, with chia seeds and nuts. Lunch could be, you know, some chicken. Lentils, beans are very healthy sources too. Edamame is an excellent source of high quality protein. So there are a lot of good whole foods that really keep us healthy and burn fat effectively as well, you know.
I saw the new guidelines. They also say to have the protein with a meal, as you're saying. Why is that important?
Protein is what is filling, and a whole source of protein is, you know, your stomach works to digest that, so it sends the physiologic signals to your brain to start. But it's not about just taking in protein. You need a stimulus. So when you eat and you digest the protein is like a powerhouse waiting to be used up. So if you are exercising and strength training, that's magic, because you're moving your muscles, your protein is being used for that muscle. There's a lot of natural amino acids and whole sources of protein. So it's all the essential amino acids are there. Yeah, so it's really, protein is foundational. It's for muscle, it's for your balance. New studies have shown that the best predictor of healthy aging and longevity is your lower muscle strength. Just simple things like getting in and out of a chair. So if you don't have enough protein intake, where are you going to get the strength to move your muscles, you know? So I think that's essential, that you keep the carbs secondary and keep the proteins foundational and first, you know.
Good portion of your plate should be protein. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Breaking all that down for us.
You're welcome.